My therapist says I'm trauma bonded. I suppose I am, but I still want to hurt him the way he hurt me. So I'm gonna give you guys a fair warning. If you're still watching, I'm not here to dish out advice or be a role model. I'm here to vent, to explore the dark fantasies that feel justified and maybe, just maybe, get some validation. So if you're easily triggered or offended, please bow out now. Okay, you've been warned. He ruined my life. Now I have to pay him back. Maybe I am a glutton for punishment, but I'm tired of feeling afraid. The shame, the flashbacks, the depression. Hell, I even jump at shadows. I have a child and I'm terrified I'll pass this fear to her. So here's my question. How do I exorcise these demons? Hi, welcome to our show. Your question about becoming an instrument of pain to your narcissistic abuser is actually quite common. Victims who have been stripped bare by their tormentors often long to wield the same kind of power the narcissist did over them. We hear you. We've been there too. But before you embrace the dark side and become the very thing you loathe, let's peel back the layers of this complicated desire. The urge to inflict pain on your tormentor stems from a deep place of hurt. You've been dehumanized and weaponized. You've experienced gaslighting and manipulation. And perhaps the most agonizing, you've been betrayed by someone you once trusted. All of these traumas leave scars that fester. They taint your joy and infiltrate your thoughts. Pain is the currency of narcissism. And when you've been submerged in that dark sea, you yearn to hold the power to dispense it. You want to feel in control. You want to reclaim the agency the narcissist stole. The narrative of "I hurt you because you hurt me" can also seem morally justifiable. After all, you've endured emotional and psychological torture. Shouldn't the perpetrator taste a bit of their own medicine? Isn't it somehow poetic justice? These desires are completely natural responses to extraordinary stress. But let's talk logistics. Narcissists operate in a moral gray zone. They exploit, manipulate, and discard without remorse. When you respond in kind, you don't just mirror their behavior, you become complicit in it. You abandon your principles, your ethics, and potentially even your humanity. You also risk legitimizing the narcissist in the eyes of others. When they've manipulated you into acting like them, it feeds their narrative that the world is as broken as they are. It absolves them of responsibility for their actions. And let's face it, in the grand scheme of things, would it feel good? Would it really bring closure? Probably not. The high you get from inflicting pain is likely short-lived. The lingering effects of trauma will persist. You may even find yourself trapped in a cycle of revenge and retaliation that mirrors the toxic relationship you were in. Here's the brutal truth. The only person a narcissist respects is the one wielding the sharpest knife. If you retaliate, you effectively join their game on their turf. You abandon the elevated moral ground you occupy, you become like them. And if that's truly what you desire, then by all means indulge. But if you want to honor your trauma, your resilience, and your humanity, consider a different path. Your question hinted at a desire to hurt him, to hurt the narcissist. But you also mentioned wanting to heal, to move on, to shield your child from the shadows that haunt you. Those aspirations are not mutually exclusive. You can achieve both without sacrificing your integrity or succumbing to the dark side. Let's offer an alternative perspective. What if instead of trying to break him, you focused on building yourself? Narcissists crave admiration and adoration. They live in a perpetual state of self-importance. Imagine the exquisite irony of thriving without him. Imagine building a life that celebrates your strength, your healing, your growth, and your happiness. Picture showing him, if you happen to see him again, that you're not only surviving but flourishing. That you're not defined by the trauma he inflicted. Can you feel that rush? It's far more powerful than any revenge. Narcissistic abusers target individuals with empathy, warmth, and kindness. They prey,